Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. You can see Bitcoin's, I think, temporarily dropped below 30K again. This time it didn't bounce back as quickly, but I still think this is a temporary retrace, and I'm going to explain why. Now, by the time I'm going to post this right before I go to sleep. By the time I wake up tomorrow, if it's at 24, 23K, then obviously I'm wrong and this whole thing's crap. And, I could definitely be wrong. But the thing is, I actually think the market dipped today because the Dow Jones dipped 700 points. Now, small movements in the DJA generally don't affect crypto because they're not one-to-one related, but large dips generally do, especially if people are fearing that the economy is shutting down. If you will remember, last year, the only real correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market was when the stock market just basically tanked because of fears of COVID, which eventually became true. Right? That was when Bitcoin dipped from like 6,000 to 3,000 all of a sudden, and the stock market did the same thing. Well, if you actually look on CNBC today, obviously the markets yesterday on the US dipped 725 points, and Bitcoin dipped about $1,000 as well. And the reason was because Dow tumbled 700 points for its worst drop since October as investors fear a COVID resurgence. So same reason as last year. But the thing is, I don't think a COVID resurgence, even with the Delta variant, will force the economy to close down. As you can see, the Dow futures are up plus 260 for tomorrow. So when the market opens, I do expect kind of a Bitcoin resurgence as well. Because if you remember last year, after it dipped down to 3,000, it did bounce back up to like 4,000 4,000x shortly afterwards. And I do think the Dow will be above 34,000 tomorrow. I do think the crypto price will be kind of connected with the Dow once it actually opens tomorrow. And I'm definitely hoping it stays positive, because if the stock market stays positive, if people's fears of the economy closing over a resurgence of COVID goes away, I do think both the crypto and the stock market will be impacted. It was impacted last year because of this news, and it's impacted this year because of this news. Remember, crypto's effect on this news is more short term than the stock market. I think it'll recover a lot faster than the stock market. But these kind of like flash crashes, as you will, do happen because of people's fear of something like just throwing a wrench in the economy like COVID. And since it affected it last year, there's no reason why it wouldn't affect it this year. So I do think for today, the crypto and the stock market are really correlated because of a fear of something that really devastated the economy last year, caused a flash crash of both the crypto and the stock market last year. And it's doing this again. Plus, GBTC shares, the biggest unlock is actually tomorrow. And I think people are going to see like, hey, that didn't actually do anything, because I don't think the GBTC people are going to be rushing to sell BTC or anything. So once that actually gets over, I do think the market will rebound, especially if the Dow Jones stays positive tomorrow and and the stock market rebounds as well, as the fear of the new COVID variant kind of passes over. I do think both markets will heal sufficiently. Hopefully I'm right, and hopefully we get a rebound above 30,000 again tomorrow. So we'll see how this turns out when I wake up in the morning. I will see you guys later.